What's up, my cinematic queens and film fanatics? Welcome back to the film Frontline. Today, we are talking about a movie that is about to absolutely shatter your reality. If you thought the fashion industry was toxic and cutthroat, honey, you haven't seen anything yet. We're talking about Boots Riley's insanely highly anticipated new cinematic acid trip, I Love Boosters. Let's get into it. Okay, besties, let's do a deep dive breakdown of this absolute fever dream of a movie. For those who don't know, Boots Riley is the mastermind who gave us Sorry to Bother You back in 2018 and the wild series I'm a Virgo. It has been 8 long years since his last feature film, but the wait is officially over and he is coming out swinging. I Love Boosters is essentially a live-action Looney Tunes cartoon wrapped in a high-fashion, anti-capitalist sci-fi heist movie. I know, that sounds like a lot, and it is, but in the best way possible. At the center of this chaos, we have our ultimate girl boss, Corvette, played by the incredibly talented, booked and busy Keke Palmer. Keke is leading a legendary group of shoplifters known as the Velvet Gang. Alongside Naomi Ackie as Sade and Taylor Page as Mariah, these women are absolute menaces to high-end retail. They are waltzing into luxury stores, swiping as much designer gear as they can carry, and fencing it on the cheap. Their main target? Metro designers, owned by the ruthless and iconic Christy Smith, played by none other than Demi Moore. And let me tell you, Demi is letting her freak flag fly in this role. She is playing the ultimate frustrated corporate mogul who keeps getting robbed blind by our girls. And the dynamic between Christy's insults and the Velvet Gang's desire to take her down a peg is pure gold. But Corvette's life isn't just about glamorous heists. Our girl is going through it. She's living out of an abandoned chicken shop surrounded by stolen goods, and in classic Boots Riley surrealist fashion, she is literally being chased by a giant rolling ball of bills and eviction notices. It's like Indiana Jones running from the boulder, but make it late-stage capitalism and crushing debt. Honestly, relatable. On top of that, she meets a mysterious guy played by Lakeith Stanfield who she just can't shake, all while grappling with her own crushed dreams of becoming a fashion designer because her ideas were deemed too unusual. Now, let's talk about where the movie takes a hard left turn into sci-fi territory. The Velvet Gang crosses paths with Jian Pu, played by Poppy Liu, a former worker from Metro Designer's Chinese factory. Jian Pu didn't just hop on a flight. She used a transporter device to literally zap herself to the United States. This device was originally made so corporations could ship goods without paying for freight, but it turns out it can also reverse time on objects or act as a situational accelerator, basically showing you the future of whatever you pointed at. Add in literal demons, democracy think tanks, pyramid schemes, and stop-motion car chases, and you have a movie that defies every single genre convention. When it comes to the pros and cons, let's break down what works and what struggles. The absolute highlight of I Love Boosters is the sheer visual ambition. Riley is pulling inspiration from Buster Keaton, Wes Anderson, and Michel Gondry, creating a vibrant, bold masterpiece on a relatively low budget. The practical workarounds, like using stop-motion animation for high-speed action sequences, are genius. The cast is also phenomenal. Keke Palmer completely grounds the movie with a relatable exhaustion, while actors like a heavily prosthetic-covered Don Cheadle fully commit to the bit. It's an incredibly smart critique of how people in power exploit the disadvantaged, the importance of unions, and the ludicrous nature of corporate greed. The only real con here is that because the movie is doing so much and throwing a million ideas at the wall, some of those narrative threads are left loose. Not every single wild concept ties up perfectly by the end. But honestly, when the journey is this breathtaking and inventive, you can easily forgive a few stray strings. Now, it is time for the film Frontline opinion. Look, as women navigating a hustle culture that constantly tries to exploit us, this movie hits so incredibly close home. Boosters is the chaotic, eat-the-rich energy we are craving right now. Boots Riley understands the exhaustion of just trying to survive, pay rent, and follow a passion in a world designed to keep you down. Seeing Keke Palmer lead a female-centric gang of anti-heroes taking down a corporate fashion mogul is absolute chef's kiss cinema. It's a bold, aggressive aggressively original, and brutally honest reflection of the overwhelming world we live in. It doesn't play it safe, and that's exactly why it feels essential. It's a masterpiece of weirdness, and I am entirely here for it. So I have to know, if you had your hands on a situational accelerator device, what exactly would you use it for? And more importantly, if you were in the Velvet Gang, which designer store are you boosting from first? Drop all your chaotic thoughts and theories in the comments below. If you loved this deep dive, make sure you hit that subscribe button, give this video a big thumbs up, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an episode of the Film Frontline. Keep slaying, keep watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, besties.